Hello. So I'm here to talk about the famous African curse, like the parents' curse. Parents cursing their children simply because they haven't obeyed, they haven't done what the parents want. And yet the children or the kids don't want that very thing that the parents want them to do. Okay, most of the times when African parents are annoyed, they tend to want to curse. And guess what annoys them? What annoys them most of the time is the fact that they want you to do a different thing, but you don't want it. You feel like you can't handle it, but they want you to do it. They don't consider the fact that you can't do it. You literally can't do it. They just want you to do it for them. Most of the African parents want you to fulfill their dreams. Okay? When you cannot do it, if you literally can't do it, then they tend to want to get annoyed and end up cursing you, and they tell you nothing will ever work out for you. You're such a loss. You're such. But what I'm here to emphasize is the fact that that African curse is really not. It's really nothing. Like, stop taking them serious. Parents can get annoyed too. So a parent getting mad and telling you that your life will never work out simply because you haven't done what they want you to do. And most of the times these things don't work for you. Maybe they want you to do a course at campus that doesn't suit you. They want to do a certain career path that doesn't suit you, that you don't like, that you don't have abilities in. You want something different, but they think what you want will never work out. And so they tell you that your life will never work out simply because you haven't fulfilled their dream. You haven't lived your life for them. I feel like most of the African parents, at least like 90%, for them to feel like you're their child, it will only happen when you do what they want you to do. When you do what you want yourself to do, now they are never going to agree with you, and you take that curse serious. I'm here to tell you that it just doesn't affect you. You are supposed to look at them as people, as human beings, just like you and I. They are supposed to listen to us, you get? But not us sitting and obeying whatever they tell us. Because you're also a human being on your own. God has put all these dreams in you, all these things in you, you get? So an African parent telling you that your life will never work out simply because you haven't lived your life for them is kind of stupid, I would say. An African parent, when you're dealing with them, right, especially if they are toxic, you should learn not to take them serious. Okay, my father is going to get mad now and he may say quite a number of things. Okay, fine. Can I deal with that without taking him serious, without thinking, okay, my life is lost? Sometimes some of us will fear to take on certain opportunities, even if they come our way, because our parents have already told us that we are losers and nothing will ever work out for us. And we take that as a belief, we make it a belief, we believe it. You get? And somehow we don't open up. We don't open up our lives for anything to come. We are kind of closed because we already know. We believe our parents are kind of a God. So whatever they say is going to come true, So somehow you feel like your life is ruined, and indeed it's ruined because you're not even open for God to work in you, for God to work in us, to make us fulfill his purpose. We have to be open-minded. We have to be open and be fully who we are for him to pass his message through us. But if you are so rigid, you think whatever your parent told you is what is the truth, you are not open enough to let life open up for you, then my dear, life will be miserable for you for so long. What I'm here to emphasize today is the fact that do not take your parents that serious. They are human beings like you and I. They are flawed in so many ways. When they are angry, they'll get angry like any human being. When somebody gets angry, they are bound to say anything. When you're angry, think about when you're angry. What are the thoughts that come into your head? They're literally thoughts that you feel like when you get relaxed after the anger, you feel like, okay, what was I thinking? Like, am I the one who was thinking all that? You get? So our parents, when they are angry, they can say anything. They can call you anything. They can call you whatever thing they want to call you, but do not take it serious. Note that they are human beings like you and I. They are not God. They haven't lived the life that they wanted to live. So they want to live their life through you, which is quite impossible because you are a full human being, a different human being from them. You have different dreams, different passions, different stuff. You get? Guys, let's stop ruining our lives. Most of us have finished school. We are still hopeless. We are walking by the road and everybody's looking at you. They're like, okay, somebody's daughter, that chick Chamata is done with school. What is she doing at home? But because of what your parents told you, they told you you're such a loss, you never make it. Somehow you are not even open enough for you to let new opportunities come to you. You feel like your life will never work out. And somehow it doesn't work out. Because guess what? You are not open enough to invite opportunities. They are not God to tell how our lives are going to be. Some of us are failing to break the poverty line simply because of what our parents have instilled in us. These are beliefs that we've made, and they take time. It takes time for you to get rid of that belief that, okay, I'm not a loss as my parents think. This is something that has affected me personally to some extent, but I'm working on it. Like when my mother says I'm this stupid, I do not take her serious. I'm like, no, lady, you are annoyed. You get okay. You get okay. Just like any human being, but I'm not a loss. I'm not a nothing. There is something in me. God wants to use me to do something. You get? God wants to use me to create something. God wants to use me to help someone or to do this or to do so. I'm not whatever you think. I keep telling myself, okay, that is who I am. So whatever you say, you're going to say it. But when you come down, I'm sure you're going to look at yourself like, okay, what did I really tell her? Most of them don't even mean it. They just say it in the moment, but they don't really mean it. Even if they meant it, it is not a truth. Unless you want it to be true for you. Unless you think it and think it and think it, and then you want to begin analyzing it, and before you know it, it's like your reality, it's the truth for you. But if you do not want to make it a truth for you, then leave it, let it slide. Don't believe it. It is not a truth. It is not a reality unless you want to make it a reality. Yeah, that is what I really wanted to talk to you about today, because this is something that is affecting us, many an African child. So this channel specifically is about raising African children, raising us, standing up for us, you and I. We deserve a better future. These things are not only meant for whites. Like this good life, you know, having dreams. I mean, Africans are no longer allowed to dream simply because you are told different things. You grow up and your parents already know what you're going to be. And you don't even have space to dream. We feel like dreaming is no longer a good space for us. Why? Okay, by virtue of having life, that is enough to confirm to you that you could be anything that you ever want to be. We can be anything that we ever want to be. We are not supposed to be limited to whatever our parents have seen in us, our teachers in school. I mean, some of these schools are really flawed in so many ways. They instill certain limiting beliefs in you, and somehow it messes you up. Anyways, guys, the whole point is not to take that African curse serious. It doesn't affect you when you don't believe it, when you don't make it consume you. You just look at it, you're like, okay, girl, you're annoyed. You're a woman just like any other woman. You could say anything when you are annoyed, because anger can sometimes think for you. Anger can speak for you. And when you are calm, you look at the thoughts you're having, you're like, okay, so that is the same thing that has happened to your mother, and she said whatever she said, or your father, or your grandfather, or your whatever. But when you don't take these things serious, they won't affect you. But if you want to take them serious, then they have power over you. So that means they're going to affect you. And that means you're going to be whatever those guys think you're going to be, because you've given them power over you. But we literally have power over our lives. God is dying to use us to recreate, to perform his duty. Thank you so much for watching this video up to the end. If you're here, be tuned in, subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications so that you get notified every time I do bring a new video, or I do post a new video. My name is Chamate. We are in this together as Africans. We Africans have a right to dream and to be whichever thing we want to be, because we are just like any normal people out there. We are not limited to what our gods, our ancestors thought for us. We still have free space to be anything that God wants us to be, because God is not limited, but our parents are limited. Our parents are limited. The beliefs that put in you are limiting beliefs. They are not a reality. I love you. Bye.